Hi, welcome back. We're now going to look at how you can edit class settings to manage your class. This module shows you the main options you need to be aware of at this stage. First, we click on the Manage Classes button and select the class we want to edit. Then we go to the Edit button towards the top of your screen. The first thing you'll see is the list of all of the students on your account, and on the right-hand side, your class list. It's easy to add or delete students. We'll do a couple as an example. Or we'll add one here. And every time you make a change, of course, you would normally click Save. The next thing we're going to do is look at settings. Here we can see the class name, which can be changed. At the end of the school year, for example, it would be easier to simply change the class name than move students in and out of existing classes. Under that, you'll see a low accuracy warning, and the default setting is at 85%. This setting means that you will be notified of any students who are not meeting this target. Let's go back to the main profile and I'll show you where you see this. The low accuracy heading on the left-hand side in red, and we see the student who is currently not meeting that target. If you want to change the low accuracy setting, you can select an alternative setting here. The low usage warning is set as less than 5 minutes in activities per day. Again, you can click to change this. The main thing you need to be aware of here is that this is worked out as an average of 5 minutes active usage of StepsWeb per day for a 7-day period. In other words, the default setting, 5 minutes a day, is the same as 35 minutes per week. And this is not the time that the student is logged into StepsWeb, it's the time they're actively engaging with the program. Again, we'll go back to the main page and show you where you see this information. We can see here on the right the heading low usage and all of the students who are not meeting our usage criteria. As you can see here, there are quite a lot of names. As you may have noticed, these are all made-up students, so they don't tend to do a lot of work. So let's go back into settings now, and you'll see a lot of other options. We'll cover most of these in the advanced section because they're rarely needed at this stage. However, there are a couple that you do need to be aware of. Now, there's one thing which is important to be aware of here. It may look as if we're looking at class settings. This is a common but very understandable misconception. What we're able to change here are the individual settings for each student within the class. If you think about it, students can be in multiple classes or groups. It would be impossible for them to have one setting in one class, but different settings in others. So what you're doing here when you change settings is changing the individual settings, but for every student in your class.